The church doors closed behind her with a quiet thud. But to Ariel Thompson, it felt like the world was sealing her fate. The wedding music swelled, sweet and innocent, opposite to the panic rising in her chest. Her lace veil fluttered as she took one trembling step down the aisle, clutching her bouquet like the only anchor she had left. She had dreamed of this moment since childhood, walking toward a man she believed she loved. But when her eyes met Daniel's, the groom waiting at the altar with a smile too perfect, something deep inside whispered she was walking toward something else entirely. Something cold, something wrong. Not until a heavy leather glove hand touched her arm and a man in a biker vest leaned in close, his voice growly and urgent. "You're in danger. Pretend I'm your dad." Ariel froze. The church disappeared. The flowers faded. The music died. All she felt was her pulse thundering. The man beside her was a broad-shouldered biker with silver threading through his beard, wearing a Hell's Angels vest. His presence should have terrified her. But his eyes, firm yet protective, told her he wasn't there to harm her. Something was terribly wrong. He angled his body in front of her, shielding her as guests whispered in confusion. Everything she thought she knew cracked open. Moving up the aisle, the biker stayed close, a silent wall between her and the groom. Ariel wanted to scream, to run, but forced her steps forward, feeling his hand steadying her. "Pretend I'm your dad." Her father had passed away 5 years earlier. Yet next to the stranger, she felt something she hadn't felt in years. Safety. At the altar, Daniel's smile was sharp. Too sharp. His eyes flickered toward the biker, revealing something hungry, threatening. Her stomach dropped. She had ignored red flags for months. His possessiveness disguised as love. How he controlled her, insisted she distance herself from friends, discouraged visits to her mother. She pushed it aside, thinking love meant compromising. Now she realized that compromise had almost cost her everything. The biker leaned in, voice urgent. He had overheard Daniel the night before in a bar, bragging how marriage was just the first step to locking her down, how he needed her money, her inheritance, how he would handle her if she resisted. Ariel's knees weakened. The biker nodded, confirming everything her heart dreaded. He stepped forward like a father shielding his child. Guests gasped as Daniel barked furiously, demanding he leave. The biker's men stood at the back, quiet, ready. Ariel realized she wasn't powerless. She wasn't alone. His whisper was steady. "You're not marrying him today. I won't let him hurt you." His name was Michael Callahan. He had once been like Daniel. Charming, manipulative, dangerous, until he lost everything. His daughter ran away at 18 because of his temper. She never came home. He swore he would protect daughters who weren't his, even if he couldn't save his own. Ariel felt tears spill. Michael wasn't just protecting her. He was trying to save the daughter he lost. Daniel lunged forward, grabbing Ariel's arm with force. Before he could pull her away, Michael stepped between them like steel. For the first time, Ariel didn't shrink. She didn't apologize. She pulled free and stepped behind Michael, trembling but awake. Daniel shouted, voice twisting monstrous. But the biker brothers surged forward. He would not touch her again. Police were called. The truth came out. Daniel had debts, aggression history, and darker intentions than Ariel imagined. Her mother arrived in tears, thanking Michael repeatedly. Not because he was a biker, but because he stepped in when no one else did. Because he acted like a father when she desperately needed one. Weeks passed. Ariel rebuilt her life. She visited Michael often. He would sit outside his clubhouse polishing his motorcycle, greeting her with a warm nod that became a protective smile. He told stories about his daughter, his mistakes, the life he was building. One defined by redemption, not fear. Months later, she walked into the clubhouse with a small wrapped box. Inside was a silver bracelet with an engraved charm. Chosen family. His hands trembled. For the first time in years, he allowed himself to feel forgiven. Ariel walked away from that chapter with her head high, carrying strength, not trauma. She learned that sometimes the heroes we fear become the ones who save us. Sometimes the family we need is found in unexpected places. Walking out into the sunset, She whispered a quiet thank you to the father she lost and to the one who stepped in when she needed him most.